guess it's the boss, and today I'm gonna be watching top 15 scary encounters caught on Dashcam. And when you read the name top 15, then you might have guessed it correctly because every single intro from this dude begins with
Number 15, The Mob.
oh yeah,
Whether in
here
the
we go.
darkness of night or in broad daylight, the open road is one of the most unpredictable places
Jesus
known to
Christ,
man.
what are y'all doing
For
there?
instance, watch what happens when an angry mob targeted this driver's
Oh,
vehicle.
oh god, what the fuck? It is like that freaking the freaking UK press conference thing for KSI versus Logan Paul thingy.
At around 6
It's like
p.m.
that all
on
over
a
again.
Monday near
Ugh.
Calais, France, while transporting potato chips from Belgium, Mick Young's truck was attacked by a group
Wait,
of
who?
livid men whose makeshift camp had been partially demolished. More than a
What's his
dozen men
name?
descended on Young's vehicle, some with concrete, all filled with anger, and the entire encounter was caught on Dashcam.
I have
The
to
men
look.
threw rocks of granite at his window, 2 pieces of which went through his windshield, resulting in €2,500 worth of damage to the
Oh
truck.
my god.
Young suffered injuries to his eye and forehead and feared for his
Oh.
life as the attack occurred. This doesn't seem to be the mob's first offense. Young said more driver protection is needed in this area. While the video only shows about a dozen men, Young noted that there were about 30 or 40 out of sight on the hard shoulder of the road. Number
I need to
14,
look back to hear his
Passed
name.
Out. This entry comes from Texas, where a woman was discovered by
Oh, it's like
Fulshire
from
Police
last month.
Department, passed out on the center of a dark highway early one Saturday morning. The dashcam footage from Sergeant Scott's car reveals the moment he came across the motionless body lying in the center of the road. The footage shows a vehicle missing the woman by a hair, having to swerve to avoid her. This is when Sergeant Scott springs into action, rolling to a stop in the middle of the road, flashing lights on. Scott races to the woman's side and helps her up. She stumbles
Is she
to the
alive?
side of the road. The
Oh,
woman
she
had
is,
driven
okay.
her car into a ditch nearly
Oh my
200
God.
yards
Jesus.
from where she was. Instead of calling for help or flagging down passers-by, she crawled onto the road to take a nap. While it's surprising that no
Why?
one stopped to help the woman, apart from Sergeant Scott, she should thank her lucky stars that no one ran her over. Number 13.
Yeah, you should
Face down on the road. This one
put stuff
is
in the grass,
terrifying,
lady.
as the motive of this person is still unknown. It happened on Thornlie Road. The unidentified woman who posted the video
Where
said that
in
her and her
Thornlie?
father were driving when she spotted the strange shape on the road, and as they
Oh.
approached, she noticed the figure was a human body.
Oh my god, what? Is even. Oh god! Why? Why? What in the fuck?
She knew then that something was wrong. She realized it was
It's
not
straight
just
out of
any
fear
human body,
shit.
but that of a teenage boy. As the vehicle rolled to a halt, the boy in question jumped to his feet and, in a zombie-like stride, approached their vehicle. The woman told her father to drive off. He reversed a bit and then started forward, and the boy approached the woman's window. She said later that had she been alone, she isn't sure how she would have reacted. She believes the boy was hoping to catch someone driving solo so early in the morning, not a pair of people. Somebody could have easily seen him lying there and stopped and got out of the car, and I have no idea what would have happened then, she said. Number 12.
Hold on, stop right there. This is like the fear shit, you know. And I'm thinking about Fear Pursuit's Mandate, where I think when you're in the final location there, a few missions in, like 10 or 11 missions in, I don't know. But during that underground lab sequence where you go into this whole circular area, you can see like Alma just you can see the screen right there what I'm talking about. Basically, when you go into a room and you see like a few bodies lying on the floor, and then all of a sudden, when you walk across, then Alma shows up, and it's of course one of those hallucinations and all that. But basically, all the bodies just goes up and all like that. That's the one segment that reminds me of like the whole scene reminds me of that. So yeah, sorry for pausing, but yeah, that's something that reminded me of. So yeah,
Spirit child. While driving
what?
over a long period of time, it wouldn't be unusual to hallucinate a sighting on the side of the road, a
Oh,
deer or a cow perhaps, but might an entire car full of people see the same hallucination at once? While driving in the Philippines, a group including actress Myrtle Sorosa was traveling across what the narrator describes as a far-flung
what?
area. They had to take an alternative route from the original, as one was flooded, while another was shut down due to a landslide. After enough road was cleared to cross, they traveled across the mainly deserted, uninhabited area. No street lamps, some trees, but mainly
Look at
just
that!
road. It was after midnight when, out of nowhere, they saw it. Ay, ay! Ay, huwag kayo titigil! Oh my God, anong meron? Huwag kayo titigil! What appeared to be a 10-year-old child wearing a bluish-white shirt crouched in the middle of the road with his arms and hands covering
Sorry
his
about that.
face.
What the
An
fuck?
uproar can be heard on the video as they pass the figure.
His
And
nose
most of
itched,
the
so that's
people
why.
in the car claim to have seen the boy. They wanted to stop and return, but the area was unsafe, so they decided to watch the dashcam footage to make sure that their eyes weren't deceiving them. The footage showed a white blob-like orb
No,
figure appear and then quickly vanish.
it
The driver
it
believed
wasn't
the
deceived.
spirit they saw was of a child who had his life taken by a typhoon. According to one passenger,
Huh?
if he was really just a spirit, I hope he can find rest. If he was really a child, my conscience will forever haunt me. Number 11.
What the fuck?
Close call. When police officers stopped to assist a car that had broken down on the side of Southeast Loop 820 in Forest Hill, Texas, they probably
Whoa!
weren't thinking this was a super risky call, but they'd be wrong, as the 3 police officers and 2 motorists
They
awaited
got
a tow
lucky.
truck, lights flashing. A vehicle sped at top speed towards them, completely out of control, and they nearly didn't notice until it was too late. You can see in the video that the group is oblivious to what is about to happen until one officer spots the vehicle flying in their direction. Just in time to throw the group out of harm's way, the car sideswiped one police car, slammed head-on into another, and barely avoided the broken-down vehicle and all the people milling around on the shoulder. After plowing through, the rogue vehicle ricocheted back into traffic, but then returned to the roadside, where it screeched to a halt. When the car stopped, police hurried to remove the driver. Unsurprisingly, 26-year-old motorist
What?
Cedric Keith Henson Jr. had been drinking and was detained at
DIY,
the scene.
huh?
Although no one was hurt, they very well could have been. Number
Fine
10.
DUI, driving under
Mask
influence.
on. The audio of this dashcam video will haunt you. At around
What?
noon in October
Why?
2014, in Indianapolis, Indiana, a woman was sitting in her car outside an office
Whoa,
building
what the
with a
fuck?
dashcam recording in process. In the video, a person can be seen walking past her vehicle wearing a strange mask, while the footage only shows one individual. According to the woman, there were 5 of them total out of sight. You can hear
What?
the woman laughing as she asks the group where they got their masks. But soon she learns that this isn't a joke, as they smash out her windows and rob her.
Oh god. Yo, help her.
Was pulled out of her vehicle by her hair and thrown on the ground by a woman in a face mask and camo jacket. The attacker then took the woman's cell phone and purse. It seems this wasn't the group's first attack of the day. They were also charged with breaking the window of a moving car. Looks like we're not even safe sitting in a parking lot. Number 9. Mudslide. How does it feel to be caught in a
What?
mudslide? One California Highway Patrol dash
Oh
cam has the
God.
answer. This patrol vehicle's dash cam managed to capture the Montecito mudslide
Oh
prior to its
shit.
arrival on the freeway. At the time, the officers were responding to reports of a structure fire in the area in the morning of January 9th. This was before reports were made of the mudslide.
Oh my God. That looks
Mike, get in the
very
car.
bad.
Mike, get in the car. Get in the car, Mike. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get into the car.
As
Jesus.
a result, the patrol vehicle slammed straight into the mud flow on Olive Mill Road, where it was lifted slightly from the road, its wheels spinning. The mud flow took the vehicle on a 180-degree whirlwind before it was able to regain traction. After being taken along with the flow for a while, they were eventually able to get ahead of it. The officer stopped only
Yeah,
to
that,
shout
eh?
at a pedestrian to get
Sorry,
out of here.
I had to.
Then they called in the incident and inspected their vehicle at Coast Village Road, but the mudslide soon caught up with them and sent them packing again, demonstrating
It's like
how
they're targeting
quickly this
humans,
sludge
dude.
moves and how unexpectedly it may appear. Number 8. Witchcraft.
That's fucked up.
In June of 2015, police officer Malik ventured into the woods and managed to capture something incredibly unexpected on camera.
Did he just say witchcraft? What? Nah, man. No, I can't do this. I can't do... If that's a troll. If that's a troll, I swear to God. I think Yep, I just shut myself. Okay. If you excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I changed my pants. It's the same as usual, but yeah. Got one of those recycle pants. Not recycle, but the copied ones. And he also itched his nose, so yeah. Let's just keep going. Where were we? Oh yeah, witchcraft. Let's restart those thing right there.
In June of 2015, police officer Malik ventured into the woods and managed to capture something incredibly unexpected on camera. In the video, as Malik drives his routine patrol route, he starts to turn off-road, where he encounters a scantily dressed woman. At 3:41 in the morning, the temperature outside is very cold, so the woman's clothing choice is very strange.
Yeah,
In the video,
why?
as the police vehicle
Why does it
approaches,
sound like this?
the woman's flame burns brighter. With her arms crossed, she appears to be levitating ever so slightly off the ground. She doesn't move as the police headlights spotlight her, that is, until she extends her arms in a gesture, seemingly ritualistic. Witchcraft isn't always dark. Some who practice
What's on her
witchcraft or
face?
Wicca are attempting to exploit nature's spiritual and elemental forces by forcing their energy via practice rituals in order
What's
to
her
find a sense of
face?
harmony and balance with nature. But of course, witchcraft doesn't get its bad reputation for nothing. Some may practice with a darker agenda. Number 7.
Take it from the deep breath.
Viking thieves. Medellin has become one of the most innovative cities in the world, with one of the fastest growing economies on the continent. Although the transformation of Medellin over a few decades is certainly admirable, as this dashcam video goes to show, a safer city never means a city entirely devoid of bad things.
What
The video's
the hell?
uploader details the entirety of the video, showing that the bikers were stalking out their target at a red light. According to the poster, the bikers even apparently considered the vehicle with the dash cam as a potential target, before choosing to follow the vehicle up ahead in an attempt to get the white car on its own. One of the bikers slows down, keeping the vehicle with the dash cam, as well as the vehicles in the next lane a good distance away from their target. Then, as they hit a traffic jam, the bikers make their approach, knocking on the vehicle's passenger window. After the two criminals on motorbikes harass their victims, A third guy on a motorbike pulls up beside them, but does not appear to be involved, as he simply cranes his neck at what's happening. The bikers collect and then drive off, with the one in the rear attempting to conceal his license plate with his leg. Too late, buddy. Your actions and license plate were all
Lol.
caught on Dashcam. Hopefully this evidence led to the arrest of these individuals. Number 6.
Yeah.
Runaway toddler. A parent's worst
Excuse
nightmare.
me?
Looking away for
Oh
a
my
second
God.
and their toddler vanishing from their sight. That's what happened to this poor mother when her toddler decided to go on an adventure across a busy highway. Thankfully, police are on the case in this week's list, particularly
Yo,
Sergeant
grab the
Anthony
toddler,
Menino
man.
of Naperville, Illinois. When Menino spotted the toddler's little legs racing along the right lane of Route 59, he quickly pulled over and went into Save the Baby mode. His heroic pursuit was caught
Save
on the
the
police
baby
cruiser
mode, what the-
Dashcam, and Menino was later given the Department Award for life-saving. The toddler had somehow ducked his mother's supervision and busted out of his house before setting off. Thankfully, this story has a happy ending. The toddler was shortly after reunited with his family.
Of course.
Number 5. Two-car takeover. This video
Oh,
shows what
God.
happens when two cars team up on the road to rob the living daylights out of fellow
It's not
drivers.
that bad music he
The
chose
Dashcam
from Kevin
video,
McLeod.
shot in
That's
Bedford
why.
View, South Africa, follows two vehicles, one a white Volkswagen van, the other a dark-colored car, collaborating on the road to A. block traffic, and B. take up arms and rob other motorists.
Are
Watch
you fucking
closely as
kidding
the
me?
vehicle marked 1 pulls over and 3 armed men jump
Oh,
to harass the
God.
motorist behind them. That is the one whose dashcam is recording the entire incident. After the thieves presumably collect the money they were after, they shoot off. This is when you can see that the car dubbed 2 has stopped up ahead to block traffic in order for the bandits to weave through with ease. The moral of this story: if you're planning to travel to really anywhere, keep any valuables out of sight and be ever vigilant. When you're on the road, you can never be too careful. Number 4. Fire
Oh, these guys
trucks
are caught.
overrun. This is perhaps one of the most frightening fire-related
Oh my
footages
God.
available online. The dashcam footage shows the Pinery bushfire in Australia in 2015. The bushfire, which was catastrophic, burned 210,000 acres of farmland and scrub and 91 houses.
Holy
The
shit.
fire also took the lives of 53,000 poultry,
Oh my
17,500 head of livestock, and 2 people,
That's a
with 90
thick
additional
smoke.
people hospitalized. It is said to have been started by a car battery. Once you watch this terrifying dashcam video, it's easy to see how this fire did so much damage. The video shows a vehicle, presumably an emergency vehicle judging by the sirens, heading towards the billowing smoke clouds along a dirt road. Soon the sky gets darker and the smoke is hazier across the road. As the vehicle closes in on the fire, you can see another
Yo.
emergency vehicle's lights ahead, barely visible through the haze. The clouds blacken further as the dashcam vehicle approaches a fire truck, which has stopped ahead. While all you can see is smoke up to this point, you can sense the fire looming, and then the fire descends in blue flames to the right of the fire truck. Smoke is billowing, the flames are flying fiercely towards the fire truck, which rapidly retreats, pulling into reverse and plowing into the vehicle with the dashcam. Another emergency vehicle to the left of the fire truck also rushes to get out of the fire's path. The fire is blazing all around the stalled vehicles, debris flying and cluttering visibility. The fire truck pulls ahead, and for a time, all you see is smoke, debris, and glimpses of flame and ash. This is where the video ends. We can assume that all or most of these firefighters made it out alive due to the fact that this fire took the lives of only 2 people, but as the dashcam
Oh,
shows, the vehicles engulfed by flames and billowing smoke, it's hard to believe that they survived this. Number 3. Bigfoot. Well, most of this dashcam footage on this list is completely explanatory and without mystery. This one has people watching and re-watching to try and make out what exactly they are witnessing. In the video, a sheriff's vehicle is traveling along a lonely road in the darkness near Frogtown, with only its headlights guiding the way. The area appears forested, with nothing but trees bordering a dark road. The deputy is talking with a local ride-along named Mary Scott as part of a Citizens Law Enforcement Academy program. They're
Okay.
simply chatting as they drive along, not anticipating anything unusual.
What is that?
Until an unusual creature appears out of nowhere. A dark figure dashes across the road and leans on the shoulder.
What was that? Did you see that? Yes.
Caught on dashcam but nearly indiscernible until the video is digitally enhanced. Both Scott and the deputy cry out in surprise as they spot the creature. What was that thing? The figure appeared to be standing on 2 feet, not 4. According to Scott herself,
looks like a
it was
dude
really
in
tall and it
disguise.
really looked like the pictures you've seen of Bigfoot. Well, of course, we can't know for sure what this blob is. One thing is clear. It doesn't appear human, nor does it appear animal. What do you think it could be? Number
Some
2.
guy dressed up as
Into the
Bigfoot.
flood.
Duh.
When you chase storms, you're bound to feel nature's wrath. That's what happened to Chris Novi, a storm chaser who was following an Oklahoma tornado. When the route ahead of him flooded,
God.
Novi attempted to make a U-turn to find a drier alternate route when an embankment hidden beneath the floodwaters bottomed out his vehicle, an incident that
They
could
didn't
very
want him
well
to
have
be
taken
here.
his life. He quickly sunk to the bottom of a creek, traveling several hundred feet underwater as Novi described it. The experience was caught on
Stop providing,
dashcam,
dude.
but was cut short when his dashcam shorted out. After the vehicle started to flood, Novi said he nearly drowned in the rising waters and was, in his own words, just holding my breath in the darkness. That is, until his passenger and driver's side windows smashed and he was flushed out of the vehicle, where he was able to swim to a policeman who was in the area and saved his life. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration.
God.
I recently released it.
Mate,
It's also linked
we
to
heard it
the
before.
Thank you. Near Cessnock were met with Hooded Man. That's what motorists near
what?
Cessnock were met
In Australia
with
again,
when traveling
okay.
down a lonely road in Australia. In the dashcam video,
Did you say
is
Hooded
seen
Man?
with his head bowed beneath his hood in the center of the road.
Oh, I've
It's a
seen
four-wheel
this.
drive
I've seen it. He
blocking
just
the way
shouted at
forward.
them.
Not sure what to do, the motorist approaches the makeshift blockade slowly. As
Sorry
the
for
hooded
shouting, but I
man takes
saw
a
this
few
before.
strides before stopping short. It's
Yeah.
then that he launches, yelling and shouting towards
Yeah.
the vehicle.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen this before. I remember this. Oh my
The motorist
god.
doesn't wait. He punches the gas and wheels around the psycho and out of harm's way. A member of Dashcam Owners Australia Facebook
I think
page
they arrested
uploaded the
him.
video, where it has since gone viral. According to the motorist, his wife was traveling in a second vehicle a short ways behind him, and he tried to call and warn her before she was met with the hooded man, but reached her too late. A man was arrested after the couple
Yeah.
reported the incident to police, but he received no charges due to a lack of evidence in whether he intended to carjack the motorists or harm them. So rest assured
I
that
guess
this
the latter
guy
one.
is still out there,
Like
waiting
harming
to
them.
scare the wits out of you on a dark, lonely road without any repercussions. Thanks for checking out this video.
Okay. Sorry for shouting on that, but I've seen that video before. Where he, of course, just said that Hooded Man just stood in a on the road and then just shouting at it like, ah! But, yeah. I'd like to talk more about the number 4 there, which is kind of important here for the country where the cameraman lives in, which is Sweden. That, like some wildfire, like a heat wave that's going on there, because in Sweden, like right now, during summer, we don't get that much heat because normally when we live in Sweden during summer, it's like mostly gets a bit cold and then it just rains over there. And once the heat wave happened, they put up a short-term law, and I think it's only happening during summer and all that. But they put like a total what's the word called, prohibition or what it's called for the grills and all that. And basically there was like some sources that says that a digital like smaller grill was like the cause of this whole the whole wildfire in some places in Sweden, something like that. I don't know. That's just what I heard, and that's just why that old the ban for the grilling and all that is kind of sad. And I don't know if I don't know if it's only for summer, which I think it's only for this summer. But if it happens like permanently, then it's gonna suck real bad. But yeah, I haven't seen these videos in a while, so that's why I wanted to bring it up again. And me and my other friends, which is the mechanic, Donkey Horse, and Laffy Jack, haven't reacted to a single like video, like scare video since 2015. We made like 3 or 4 parts of it, I think. And I'm gonna put a link in the description for those videos. And yes, these are old, and yes, this was before that before content got a little bit of improvement. So yeah. Either way, if you enjoyed it, then please give it a like, which means a lot, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't want to miss any of our videos and our live streams. I mean, his live streams. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, take care, guys, and yeah, peace.